a voting system where you can go to the Doug Stewart Show Facebook chat group and vote. Your nominees for today, once again, for your Boy Penis Award. It's a long story on how we came up with the name. I don't want to get into it. Ask somebody in the chat group and they'll tell you how we came up with the name. But today's nominees for the Buster of the Week in sports, entertainment, and beyond are number one, and this is probably the odds-on favorite, United Airlines for dragging a man off the plane. A definite bad look. Dallas Mavericks. I think, it was supposed to be Dallas. It was supposed to be the city of Dallas. So Des Bryant has some very controversial comments. Long story short, got on social media, supported Charles Barkley's ignorant-ass statements that he's made over the year and talked about all of this self-accountability and all of this stuff. And it really, really, really sounded bad to a lot of people. So he, as well as the Dallas Mavericks, have been nominated. So the city of Dallas in general, but the Dallas Mavericks have been nominated, or part of that equation and that answer, because of the whole fiasco, buffoonish ridiculousness of signing Tony Romo or putting Tony Romo on the squad and having him go through the layup line. That was a bad look. Sounds like a buster to me. Also, the orange dude was nominated just for breathing. Yeah. I saw somebody say in the chat earlier this morning that I think it was Rel Scott, says we're going to keep on effing with North Korea and we're going to all get killed. One thing I will say about that, we've been talking about that over the last year, and that's one of the things that I kept saying, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. If we elect Donald Trump, he's going to get us all killed. So the other night I was hanging out with a couple of my frat brothers that were retired military, and I made that statement. Something happened. I think this was right after the whole bombing of the Syrian airport. And I was like, man, this Trump cat going to get us killed. And my cats that have been in the military for over 25 years was like, you ain't got nothing to worry about North Korea because as far as we know, they said as far as we know, they don't have the capability of weapons that could reach North America. And so that made me feel pretty good. Right. That made me feel pretty good. They were like, they don't have any nuclear weapons that could reach America or North America. And if they did have any weapons, which once again they said they didn't think that, or as far as the military knows here in this country, they don't have intelligence to say that they do have a nuclear weapon that can reach America. But even if they did have something, some long-range missiles that could reach our shores, that we got some shit that is just, straight shoot it out the sky. No worries. Yeah, so that kind of made me feel a little bit better. And here's a couple more nominations. Bab the Stewie for trying to nominate Stewies for Boy Peanuts. It's a long story, but it was a very disrespectful thing that he tried to do on yesterday. Angry Black Man the Stewie just for being so damn angry. Pepsi Cola for a dumbass commercial with one of them Jenner chicks. I don't even know her name. Is it Kylie? We talked about that earlier in the week, or maybe we even talked about that Friday. So we didn't get a chance Friday from last week, so we didn't get a chance to put it on the list. But anyway, you know the story. One of the Bruce Jenner's daughters did this commercial, and she gave a Pepsi Cola to the police, and he started smiling, and everything was fine. Everything was forgotten about shooting ninjas in the back. Speaking of shooting ninjas in the back, I know Gwinnett County Police. Gwinnett County is a county here in Metro Atlanta. There's a video that came out, actually a couple of videos that came out of some police brutality. So the first video that came out, for people that don't know the story, you could probably Google it and see the videos and hear all of the details. But long story short, there was a video that came out first with a traffic stop. There was a cop trying to apprehend another a young man, a young black male, had him on the ground. Another cop rolls up, and he jumps out, and first thing he does is stomp this ninja in the head. Okay, so that was bad enough. They suspended his ass, and the first cop you thought had escaped without losing his job. And then another video comes out from a different angle of the traffic stop from the very beginning, and the dude gives the young black guy getting out of the car a forearm shiver to his chin. Motherfuckers. Right. Gives the man a forearm shiver to his chin before the other cop that comes up and kicks him in the face. And so both of them cats have been fired. Son of a bitch. So they both got fired. That's one thing I will say that I've kind of noticed that I'll give kudos to my city on. And you know, Atlanta's a majority black city, and these types of things, man, they usually handle them right there on the spot. Like, it's no long trial or no this, that, and the other. Now, nobody wasn't killed in this situation. The young man wasn't killed. He was bloodied pretty bad. But usually on this type of thing where it's clear and there's video, ain't nobody trying to argue or defend these cats or whatever. No, they got fired on the spot. You know what I'm saying? And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. It's no thing where they kind of draw it out and they try to fight, you know, the police union try to fight for the cops or whatever, and it's just held up in court or whatever, and these cats trying to save their job. No. These types of situations usually over the last couple of years in Atlanta or Metro Atlanta, you know, have been handled very, very quickly. You know, forget about all of the politics and whatever that you see in a bunch of other places and a bunch of other of these types of cases. No, ATL, you do something stupid and it get caught on video, your ass is gone. So, I guess to an extent, a ball award to the police department, but a Buster award to these two cops. And finally, after saying and talking about all those other great/bad candidates, my personal favorite, All Day McClay the Stewie. For his first time in the chat room on yesterday, coming in my house and not wiping his feet off. Right. Coming into my house for the first time ever and not wiping his feet off. He gets my personal vote for Ball Penis winner of the week. So there you have it. There you have it. There you have it. So go to the Doug Stewart Show Facebook chat group and cast your vote, and we will give out the award / Buster of the Week award later on in today's show. The number is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. The big story today is the Pittsburgh Steelers chairman Dan Rooney, one of the NFL's most influential and most popular executives, has died at the age of 84. We'll talk a little bit more about the story when we get back from the break, but obviously the Rooney name is synonymous with the Rooney Rule, which basically was a rule implemented and I guess called upon by the Rooney family, by Dan Rooney's dad, to hire and interview, more precisely, to interview minority candidates for jobs in the NFL, which he gets a baller award for that all day, every day. For that alone, he gets the Ball Award. And it's sad that in 2017 or whenever the Rooney Rule came about, that you had to actually put a rule in to do the right thing. Like, doing the right thing should be easy. It should be, an instinctual type thing. And so the Rooney family in particular, not just Dan Rooney, but the Rooney family, very critical to that happening in the NFL. And obviously, they can do a whole lot better. Sports in general can do a whole lot better as far as minority hirings. But you can say this about Dan Rooney, and you've heard many players, past and present, members of the NFL family, executives, once again, and players alike, had nothing but glowing things to say about Dan Rooney, 84 years of age, lives a good, long life. So we'll talk about him and a little bit more in his legacy to the NFL, and in particular to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Probably one of the top 2 or 3 organizations in football. I'm trying to think of others. Maybe the number 1 organization in football, especially for minorities as well. Giving Mike Tomlin the head coaching job, only the 3rd head coach in Steelers history in like the last 50 years. Who you have, Chuck Noll first and Bill Cowher, and now Mike Tomlin won a Super Bowl. So diversity is the key word with Dan Rooney, man, and he goes on to glory at the age of 84. We'll talk a little bit more about that. We'll also get to some basketball when we get back from the break, man. The title of today's show, Cavs in a Sunken. Cavs in a sunken place, Shawty. So Sunken Place is a reference to the movie Get Out. If you haven't seen it, you should. We talked about it a couple of days ago. Phenomenal movie. But that's where the Cavs are right now. And listening to LeBron James, he doesn't sound like the confident LeBron James from the last couple of years. It's all in how you look at it. But we'll talk about that. We'll also get into to the Warriors, man, being the big favorites in the NBA playoffs, which start tomorrow. Yeah. As well as we'll read some of your chat, get into your messages. What are you thinking on this Friday, this Good Friday in the world of sports and beyond? So that's what we'll do. All right, a lot of fun coming up today on the show. Don't go away. Back in 3 minutes. We're going to take a quick little break. And back in 3 minutes. Don't go away.
Rhyme theory, mind theory. Shorty was out for the dreams of living it. Thought hard about larger than life schemes of getting rich. Controlling, holding, bankrolling and such. From the young age of 9, Shorty had enough. Only scenes in his eyes was corrupt. This is how you get what you want, what you need. Top of the line for Shorty. Blooming Project C. Got the smart for the school, but love the street living. Excited as mind, fame, the vision. Napoleon claimed the name. Played the part, maintained the heart, knew the game. Street raised to stay smart. Shorty made it on form and crafted 16. Do the math, added in dog years. That was too well advanced for all his average peers, but had a team on some wild out teams committed to. Rolling up, holding you up, slowing you up. Had his made mad up for a stripe, sizing you up. Adapt tactic for wild avenues and crews. Concealed Maddox for any trial blaze on you. Young calling the shots, only previews for dudes in all spots. Spoke for the boys who pump short shot and red tops. Now come the intricate plot, by ways of rivalry. Come stinking lava, they try to be steady on the come about wild for opportunity. 7 signs of sin wrapped up to spell. Only time will tell who goes to heaven or hell. We beat them streets wild and out, thugged out, bugged and blackout. Lethal and provoked to arouse, hear me out. Raise up, raise up, ease up, ease up, raise up, raise up, ease up, ease up, raise up, raise up, ease up, ease up. Warriors come out to play. This is the place where worlds collide. Separate clapper from rapper and rappers from actors. In too deep must consider the factor. If it's fame, let's think it over. Only few heads get the name of supernova. The rest be focused, always bout the hustle. Looking for ways to get paid using their muscles. Some stay trouble. Will I go gold? Even hit lead? She got me fed. Should I look for a job to stop bagging my head? And